Welcome back, everybody. It's Zach here, bringing you guys another fantasy football video. It's been a few days since I gave you guys a video upload. I've been busy doing a lot of my drafts, and it's really common for you guys to ask me just for a little bit of behind the scenes in terms of what leagues I'm managing. So I definitely want to give you guys updates on a couple of leagues I do throughout the course of the year. This video will be about the team I drafted for my big money buy-in league. It's a $2,500 buy-in, so I got two leagues that are pretty high buy-in. A lot of really sharp people in it, so I'll give you guys an update on that. And then I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on the subscriber league as well. We had our draft for that last night. So this team I'm showing you guys right here, this is the $2,500 buy-in league. Overall, I felt pretty good about my team here. Generally speaking, this is a half PPR 10-team league with two flex spots. Been around, we've been doing this league for 5 years in a row now, so a lot of familiarity with all the members. Generally speaking, I felt pretty good about my team here. Had to go a little bit different. We saw a lot of the tight ends and the quarterbacks get sort of gassed up in the auction draft that we were doing here, so I wasn't able to do what I typically want to do in a smaller league, like a 10-team league, and prioritize either the quarterback or the tight end position. So you can see I sort of punted both of those, took two shots on guys. So at tight end, I've got Tucker Kraft and Jake Ferguson. At quarterback, I've got Trevor Lawrence and Caleb Williams. Just a couple of upside shots. If either of those guys pan out, that's great. If not, I can certainly stream the position and be okay. Beyond that, I feel really great about this team here. At running back, not the strongest room I have here, but with James Cook, James Conner, and DeAndre Swift, between those three, I'll be really good every single week. Pretty thin on the depth side of things, though. The only running back on my bench right now is Dameon Pierce. Running back dries up really quick this year. You'll notice that in a lot of your drafts, if you don't get 2 or 3 early, things definitely thin out, especially in an auction draft. Anybody that has extra money, even those premier handcuffs go for a couple dollars, and I was definitely dumpster diving with $1 per player for like my last 5 picks here. Didn't give me a whole lot of optionality, but Dameon Pierce at least gives me a little bit of upside. At wide receiver, though, that's where this team is really going to make its money. I started off really strong, really targeted 3 guys that I'm pretty excited about this season in Drake London, Brian Thomas Jr., and Nico Collins. So 3 of those guys, basically like 3 top 15 picks that made it onto the roster here. So I feel really good about that. Obviously, the roster suffers beyond that point, but with those 3, I feel really great about it. Sort of why I targeted Trevor Lawrence as well, giving myself that stack with Brian Thomas if things pan out. On my bench, not bad either at wide receiver. We've got George Pickens, a guy who I'm super excited about, could easily be in my flex on a regular basis. And then Josh Downs, a lot of upside for me there. I'm super excited about what he can offer this season. And Khalil Shakir, just like a decent guy that I can throw into my flex if I need to. Half PPR upside, not necessarily like a special asset, but yeah, that I can play any given week. So I like this team quite a bit. Let me know what you guys think of it as well. If you guys have any questions or comments, want to know just how I got into this stuff. If you guys keep wanting updates, feel free to let me know. I just want to give you guys transparency. It's always fun, I think, to see what the big money leagues look like, and I think it's really exciting to see how this team's going to progress for me. I feel pretty good about it. I think we're in a good spot going into week 1, and hopefully you guys like the team as well. But yeah, any questions or comments, let me know. If you guys want me to take a look at any of your teams, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to give you guys some feedback and grades on some of the teams you guys put together, and any potential suggestions before week 1 kicks off. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, thanks guys. This is my second big money league here. This is half the buy-in of the previous one, so the $1,250 buy-in. So total, I spent $3,750 on the big money league buy-ins this year. Obviously, put my money where I'm out there, so I figure if I'm going to put a lot of time into these leagues, definitely got to be able to back that up with some good decision making. And I think I generally feel really good about this one. I actually feel a little bit better about this one than I did in the bigger money league, the $2,500 buy-in, which kind of sucks. I would rather had the better team than the other one, but we'll see how things shake out. Clear weakness on this roster is going to be the running back position. Chase Brown, I'm super stoked about as my RB1, but then DeAndre Swift is our RB2. Running backs 3 and 4 are Javonte Williams and J.K. Dobbins. There's a lot of room for that to potentially go wrong, and if DeAndre Swift doesn't pan out, I definitely have a hole at the running back spot. But at wide receiver, I'm absolutely loaded on this roster. I've got Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, Mike Evans, Jalen Waddle, Teteroa McMillan, Calvin Ridley, Rome Odunze, like all sorts of upside and a ton of depth, honestly, at this position. I think if I'm going to make any sort of move in this league, I can already tell I'm going to be looking to try and trade a wide receiver for a running back. Definitely just have way too much depth at that position. Like, I've got 3 wide receivers on my bench that could easily be starting for a lot of people. Quarterback, Bo Nix and Caleb Williams. Again, just sort of taking the upside shot on Caleb Williams for $1 later on in the draft. Given that I have Rome Odunze and DeAndre Swift, gives me some exposure to the Bears if things pan right there. And if not, they're cheap enough that I can certainly move on. And then at tight end, got Trey McBride here. This is typically how I want to approach a 10-team league. I'm definitely looking to get a leg up at either the quarterback or the tight end position. McBride stood out to me, a guy. He actually came to me pretty cheap. He was like $7 under pre-draft value. It was a surprising value. That's how he ended up on my roster, and really great to get him on this roster. I feel really great about him, and really the only weakness for this team is going to be running back. I'm going to need at least one of Swift, Javonte, or Dobbins to be reliable for me every single week, and if not, I'm definitely going to be targeting the waiver wire early on. But I like this team. I'd probably give this one like an A-, then the larger buy-in one like a B to a B+. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys want me to take a look at any of your teams, let me know. I'll be happy to give you guys some feedback on those as well. If you guys actually like this and you want to keep getting regular updates to see how I'm doing throughout the course of the year, I'll be sure to give you guys that. And then I'll also give you guys an update here in a separate video. I'll try and give like weekly updates as well about the subscriber league, because it's a lot of fun to see how you guys do against me, and hopefully I can win that league this year. I did not win it last year. So yeah, it's a lot of fun for this league. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and yeah, thanks guys. I'll catch you guys with the next video as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out these other videos here if you haven't. If you want more content, please feel free to follow me on Twitter at RealSteelFFB. I'll be more active on there as the season goes on. Thanks. Catch you later.